in dot product, right? So before I do that, let me show you one example what I was talking about yesterday. In yesterday's class, what I was talking about. So we have these, right? So you have these three vectors, right? You see, you have this x, you have this y, right? You see, you have this y, and then you have this z, right, guys? So all these are perpendicular to each other, right? If you guys can see this one, so this one, right? This is x, this is y, and this one is z. Yeah. So understood, guys? This was the I was talking about yesterday, right? So you can see from the example of Learnivio. Yeah. So where were we? We were talking about this dot product. But Aki was the one who couldn't understand. So you guys understood this part. Okay, so I will go to Aki about it. Right, please bear with me, guys. Okay. Yeah, so we talk about this scalar product, right? So so in the vector has two kinds of multiplication. Right? Let me repeat that again. So vector had two kinds of multiplication. One was so when we multiply vector with vector, and when we get this is multiplication, and we get a scalar quantity. Right, so this is called the scalar or the dot product. Okay, and when we multiply a vector with vector, and we get another vector. So this is called the vector product or the cross product. Right. So then we were talking about this scalar product. So in scalar product, I told you guys that this scalar product is defined like. So this scalar product is defined. Let's say you have two vectors and you take the dot product. So this would give you A, B, cos. So this is how the scalar product is defined. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, and we talked about this unit vectors, right? So for the case of I dot I, right, we found out that I, and the angle between I and I is how much of half? Yes, of half. Are you there?
Yes, sir. It would be 1.
Yeah, so it would be now 1 because this is cos 0, so it would be 1. And similar case with J dot J and K dot K, right? And we also saw that I dot J or J dot K or anything else would be 0. So only I dot I, only J dot J, only K dot K will survive, right? So if I want to calculate 7I into 3J, so that would simply be how much? Yes.
20.
So this is 7 into 3 is 21.
21.
And I dot J. But I dot J is how much?
0.
So this would give me 0.
0.
Right? So
Yes.
7I dot 3J would give me 0. Similarly, if I calculate 5I dot 2K, right? So you can directly tell me that this would give me what?
0.
0, right? So any other, oh, good timing. Yes, Saqib.
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. So Akib got disconnected and I also got disconnected. Right, guys? Yes, Akib, can you hear me now?
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sir.
Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam. So first, to tell you about the another method to understand about this angle between I and J and K. Right. So did you understand the room part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me show you the another method. So you have let me see if I can see this. Right. So you have these three vectors, right? This is I, this is J, right? And this
Yes.
height is K. So you can see that all these three are. So this is Y and this is K. So this is perpendicular. This is I and this is J. So this is also perpendicular, right? And
Yes, sir.
what left? So and this one also. So this is Z and this is X. So all these three I, J, K are mutually perpendicular. Understood? So you
Yes,
can
sir.
take three pens and then make it all these three pens perpendicular. So then you will be able to. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So and then we were talking about this dot product, right? So you know that how the dot product is defined when you multiply two vectors and you get a scalar. So that is called the dot product. And this is defined like this. Right? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
I was just discussing with Rishita and Afaq, and you just came at the right time, at the part of it. Yeah. So we understood that I dot I, J dot J, and K dot K would be 1. Only this one would survive, and the rest one would be 0. Right, Akil?
Yes, sir.
So if I want to calculate 7I dot 3J, so this would give me 21 into I dot J, and I dot J is 0. So 7I dot 3.3J would be 0, right? And
Yes, sir.
if I want to calculate 5I dot 2K, so this would again be how much?
0.
0, right? Okay, so now you guys can understand how can we calculate the scalar product. Let's say that I have two vectors. I have two vector in the Cartesian form. So these are, let's say, AXI and AYJ and AZK. And B vector is BXI and BYJ and BZK. Okay. So if I want
Yes.
to calculate A dot B, so this would be AXI plus AYJ plus AZK and dot of BXI plus BYJ plus BZ. So you guys can understand that how this dot product makes it simpler because only I dot I will survive, right? Only J dot J will survive, only K dot K will survive. And the rest of the all will become 0, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So only AX and BX I dot I would survive, plus ay by j dot j will survive, and az bz k dot k will survive. Am I correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
So I
Yes, sir.
dot I, yeah, I dot I is how much? Rishita?
1.
1.
1. Okay, so this would give me ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. So this would give me a dot in the Cartesian, right? And in the polar form, how much is this? So in the polar form, a dot b is simply a b cos b, right? So you guys please note down this part and calculate this question. So you have a is 3i plus 4j plus 6k, and b is 2i minus 2j plus 4k. So you guys calculate and tell me what would be a dot. First note down this and then tell me what is this.
Okay, sir.
So whenever you guys have finished noting and got the answer, so please tell me.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I complete.
Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
And what is the answer that you get?
So 6i minus 8j plus 24k.
Okay, so A dot B is 6i
N-
minus
6i minus 8j.
plus 24k.
24k.
Yes,
Yes.
24. I also got the same.
Okay, so Afaf and Rishita got this answer. Right. And what about you, Akif?
Same, sir. Sir, can we simplify it more?
So same answer. So all of you guys have got the same answer. So let me ask you this question. Dot product is a scalar quantity or a vector quantity?
Scalar.
So this
Scalar.
is a scalar, right, guys? This is a scalar. And this is a vector quantity or a scalar quantity.
Vector.
Yes. So why are you doubting yourself? Yeah, fine. This is a vector, right? So this can't be true. This is scalar and you are getting a vector. So there is some mistake, guys. There is some mistake, and you guys find out that mistake, right? So in the answer, do I have any I, J, K in the answer?
Understood.
Understood. Yes. Because I dot I would give you 1, right, guys? Because we have 3i dot 2i. So 3 into 2, 6, I dot I.
So 22.
Yes, 22. So 6 minus 8 plus 22. This is how much? This is 30 minus 22. Yes, yes, Rishita, correct. So this will be your. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me give you one more problem, and then yeah. So we'll do a few questions, and then we'll go to this projection. So let's say A is 3xi plus 4yj plus zk, and b is I plus 4j minus 3. So what would be A dot B? You guys find out and do.
Sir, in this 3x is the x, the constant, and 3
Yeah,
times.
this is some variable, right? So this is some variable. So we represent the variable in x, y, z, right? So just remember that your answer would be some variable. So don't bother about these x, y. These are simply some, right? Just bother about I dot I, z, j dot j, and k dot.
Sir, I completed.
Yes, you got the answer, Rishna. And what about rest of you guys? Above and Akib?
Sir, I'm doing
Got a little confused. Checking again.
Oh, no worries. So for the confusion part, I'm right. So yeah, you can have so many confusion and you can help you solving those confusions. Right? So, yeah. But in the exam, don't have those one confusions. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Confusions are prohibited in exams, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Akib and Rishita has done. What about you? Half.
And this like A vector has x and then B vector does not have x and
Yeah, so that would be simply multiplication. So you don't need to worry about x, y, z. So that's why I gave you this question. So AX is how much? AX is 3x,
3x.
right? And BX is only 2. So 3x into 2 is 6x,
6x.
right? So the answer would be in x, y, z only.
So 6x plus
Yes.
16y plus no minus
Minus
3.
3
No, not 3.
minus
Minus 6. 6z.
minus 6z. Okay. So minus 6z. And this is a half answer. So what about, yeah, Rishita, did you get the same answer?
Sir, how Z came?
Sir, 6x plus 16y minus 6.
16y. So
Minus 6.
minus 6. So is my handwriting that bad? This is z, guys.
I took
Oh.
2.
You took, so Rishita also took 2.
Yes,
And,
sir.
I thought it's 2.
so you all thought that it is 2. This is z, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about my handwriting.
So
So
then
this
it will
would
be 3z.
yes. Okay, so all the yes. So sorry about my handwriting. So this is 3. Yes, so this one is correct. 3x into 2, 6x, 4y into 4, 16y, and z into minus 3. So minus 3. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us do one question which is physically related. So that is physically motivated or physically related. So a force, right? Force is a vector quantity or scalar quantity?
A vector.
Vector quantity, right? A force, force F, which is let's say 3i plus 2j plus 3k, is acted on an object and displaced it from point A, which is let's say 215, to point B, which is let's say 31. Okay, so you guys need to calculate position vector of A and B. Secondly, displacement vector from A to B. And thirdly, work done in moving that object. Right. So these are the three things that you guys need to find. You have given the force, and this is the position vector of A and B. So you guys tell me the answer of the first question. So what is position vector of A? Yes. Afa, you tell me what is the position vector of A. Yes, Afa, are you there?
Sir, what is the
Yes,
third?
Yeah, so this is A. And yeah, what did you say? Yeah, first, what did Akib say? So, what did you say, Akib?
Sir, asking what is the third question?
Third
The first
question.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
third question is work done in moving that object. So, how much is
Okay, sir.
work done moving the object, let's say, from A to B?
Okay, sir, thank you.
Because body is that object is displayed from A to B. So, there must be some work done, right, on that object.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, and what was the Faf question? Faf, what did you ask? Yes, Faf, you asked something.
no, sir, I didn't ask them.
Yeah, so if you didn't ask, then you tell me what is the position vector of A. You remember or you forgot? So this is the position of A, right? So you have to write the vector from that coordinate. And this we discussed, right? Akib and Faf and Rishta. So
Yes.
Yes, sir.
yeah, Afaf, forgotten. Okay, no worries. No worries if you have. So any idea that is coming into your mind, anything that is clicking or
Seeing the question, I went blank, sir.
oh, okay. So just focus on the first part, right? I have bombarded 3 questions directly, so just focus on this part. Okay, so it happens, right? So then we need to practice. Okay, so Rishita, can you tell me what would be the position vector? Can you help Faf and tell me what would be the position vector?
So 2i
Yeah,
plus j
yes,
plus 5k.
yes. So Afaf, do you remember now? Whatever is the coordinates are given, so we can write the position vector of that from the origin.
Yes,
So
sir, I
Afaf, do
remembered.
you remember now? So don't get blank, right? Yeah, so it happens. It is natural. So yeah, and now you tell me what would be RD.
I
Position
cap plus j plus 2k cap.
J cap plus P. Right. So these are the first part is clear, right? Position vector of A and B is clear. Now Akib will tell me about this second question. So what is the displacement vector? Akib,
Displacement vector. Yes, sir.
yes. how much that will be?
So we have to subtract both of them.
Yes, yes. So which one from which one? Absolutely right.
From A to B.
So
A
A
minus
to
B.
B. No, no, no. RB minus. Right.
Oh, sorry, sir.
So why say so? So no need to say so. Yeah, you just so you just have forgotten, and that's why I'm here to just yeah. So that would be RB minus R, right? So if you have this, just remember the triangle's law. This is RA, this is RB, and you want to calculate RA to B, right? So from the triangles law, Akib, you can see that RA, this is one side of the triangle, this is second, and this is the third.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is like this, right?
Yes, sir.
So Rishita and Afam, do you remember the triangles law? Or you were not there in the
Yes, sir,
triangle?
I remember.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay. Yeah, so you guys remember that this A plus B would be R, right?
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes.
from here, yeah. So from here, you guys can see that this RA plus RAB would be RB, right? This
Yes, sir.
plus this would be this. So RAB, which is the displacement, right? This is the displacement. So this would be RB minus RB. Okay, is that clear? Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So
Yes.
that is why this RB minus R. Okay, so what is RB? Okay.
I cap plus 3 K cap.
Okay, so you are directly telling the answer. Okay, so I cap plus or minus 3K?
Minus.
Minus 3.
Plus,
Right,
minus.
this is RB. Okay, guys, so second part we have done. Right, this part is also done. Now let us move on to this third question. And do you guys remember what is work done? Okay, so work done is F dot this displacement. This is the work done. Right, work done is force into displacement. Right,
Yes, sir.
guys? So force is a vector quantity, this displacement is a vector quantity, but work done is a scalar quantity. So how do we get this scalar quantity? By taking the dot product. Okay, so F is how
Yes.
much? F is 3I plus 2J
J plus 3K.
Plus.
and dot of I minus 3. Right. So this would be how much? So who is going to tell me? Yeah. You guys calculate and tell me the answer. Okay. Yes. So who's got the answer?
It would be 3I square, I cap square.
I square. What is happening? 3I square. We are
No,
taking
no, sir, I'll cancel it.
we are taking the dot product. So 3I dot I. Right.
Yes.
So what is the answer? Of Rishita and Akib, did you get the answer?
Halfway done, sir.
Halfway done. Okay. So
Yes, sir, but I don't know if it's right.
done. Okay, Rishita has done the. So what is your answer, Rishita?
I got -1, sir.
Okay, so -1. This is Rishta's. And Afa, now what did you get? Not I square. Without the I square, what did you get?
I got 1.
1.
Yes, just
Okay, so this is a half answer. And okay, what about you? What did you get?
Not getting, sir.
Not getting. So blank. This time Akib got blank, right? Yeah. So we have to take the dot product of these vector and these vectors. So I or I will survive. 3i dot I is 3. Right. 2j and we don't have a j. So this will not contribute. Right.
Yes, sir.
And 3k minus 3k. So 9 minus. Right. So this would be -6. Any doubt, guys? So you guys, please, how did you get 1 and -1?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So did you get this part? That why this would be -6?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is how we calculate the work from the vectors perspective, right? Using the vector algebra. Okay. So you guys, please note it down and then, yeah. You guys, please note this question and then we'll solve the other part of this document. So whenever you guys have any doubt, please please don't hesitate to ask me any question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh, I remember now. I have given you, so I had given some homework to you guys in the previous class. What happened to that homework? Yes, Hakim, Rishta, and Afaf. What happened? Did you guys try that question?
Sir, no homework written in a notebook.
I gave you the homework, right, guys? So I gave. So I told you guys to take the screenshot of that part and right. So
Oh, that one.
yeah, so that was when I was talking about that resolution of vector. Right. So I had given 6 or 5 vectors, and you guys need to resolve that each vector and then calculate the result of it. So do you guys remember?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So please try that question, right? Because now
sir,
you
can you
will.
show that question again?
Okay. Okay. So let me. So did you guys note down this part?
Yes, sir.
And Rishita and Afaf, what about
Yes,
you?
sir. I noted.
Okay, so let me show you the where's that maybe this one. This one. Okay. So this was the question. Right. So please take the screenshot of this question and yeah. Please try this question. So you have this OP vector, OQ vector, OR vector, OS vector, and OT vector. And remember that for the OT case, this is not making an angle with the horizontal. So find the angle with the horizontal and then resolve. For this OP case also, you have this angle which is making it with this vertical. So then again you take the horizontal angle and then resolve. And this OQ is with the horizontal, this OR is with horizontal, OS with horizontal. Okay, so did you guys take the screenshot?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, please send me the homework this time. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll start.
Uh, So,
Yeah. What is
no,
what happened? Yes, Rishita, what happened?
nothing, sir. We just have to send it in the Learnvio thing,
Yeah,
right?
so send it to the Learnivio number and then they will send it to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let us move on to this next part. So you guys, now you guys know that how this dot product is useful, right? Because we can calculate this work done and we can calculate the power using this dot product. So that is how this dot product is very important, right? And then you can also calculate the angle between. So if I want to calculate the angle between two vectors. Right, so I am given this vector A, which is 3i plus 4j plus 2k. And I have given this vector, which is 2i plus 3k minus 2j. Order is different, right? So 3j and minus 2. Right. So how can I find the angle between two vectors? Let's say that this is my A vector and this is my B vector. Okay, and I have to find the angle between this vector. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So we can use this dot product to find the angle between two vectors. Right, so the dot product is how much? This is A dot B, which is A B cos theta. And this theta is the angle between A and B. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So what we can
Yes.
do is that we can calculate the magnitude of A from here, right?
Yes, sir.
We can calculate the magnitude of B from here, and we can calculate the A dot B also. Right, so only the unknown part is this one. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So let's say the magnitude of A of will tell you. What would be the magnitude of A? Yes, of R. Yes, of R. What would be the magnitude of A?
I cap plus 4G cap.
Hmm? Magnitude can't have a vector part, right? So again, this is. I was about to write the answer. So what is the magnitude of this vector? Let me write it.
Under root
Yes.
ax plus
Ax square or only
ax
ax?
square plus ay square plus az square.
Yes. So this is the magnitude. Right, Rishita and Akif.
Yes, sir.
So then Afaf, you tell me what would be the magnitude of A for this vector. Right. Now you know what is AX, what is AY, and what is AZ. Yes, Afaf.
Can I?
Okay, Akif,
So
you
can
help
you
me.
repeat? Your voice was breaking.
Oh, so my voice was lacking. Okay, so this is the A vector, right? And you
Yes.
need to find out what would be the magnitude of A. So can you tell me what would be the magnitude of A? Because, yeah. So what is the magnitude of A? Okay, help me. What
A
would be?
vector by
3 square
The
plus 4 square
magnitude.
plus 2 square.
Okay. A vector by A magnitude, that would be A direction, right? A unit vector. So as Akib said, that would be root of 3 square plus C. AX is how much? 3, AY is 4, AZ is 2. Right, Afam?
Sir.
So magnitude of A would be 3 square plus 4 square plus 2 square. Right? Right, Afam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this would be 9 plus 16 plus this is 4, so 29. Okay, this is A. And Rishita, you please tell me what would be magnitude of B.
Sir, root 8.
Rooted. Oh, you already calculated. So 3 square plus 2 square. So root of 4 plus 9 plus 4.
Wait, sir, that's 2? Okay, I got.
Again. So
I,
what?
no, sir, you wrote it right. I wrote it wrong.
Oh, so what do you
Because
do?
no, after you change the order, I thought all three of them were 2. That's why I got it wrong.
Oh, okay. Sorry for my handwriting again, right? So yeah, so I need to work on my handwriting. Yeah, so this is 2, so this would be 9, 14, 13, 4, 17. So root 17. And now, Akib, you tell me what is A dot B.
Doing, sir.
Okay, you are doing. Yes. So you knew that your
18.
turn was 18. So 3 into 6, right? And this is 12 and minus 4. So 18 minus 4, right? 3 to
Oh,
the
sorry.
6 and 12 and minus 4, right? So 8 plus 6, 14, right? So this is A dot B, right? We have calculated this is 40, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So now we can put all these values in here. So A dot B is A B cos theta, right? A dot B is 14. This is root of 29. This is root of 17 cos theta. So your cos theta would be simply 14 divided by root of 29 into 7. I don't know how much that it would be. So your theta would simply be cos inverse, right? 14 by 29 into 7, right?
Yes, sir.
And you guys tell me that why I didn't write as theta is equals to 14 by 29 into 17 cos. Why didn't I write it like that?
Sir, because cos is a function.
Yeah, because cos is an operation or a function, right? Which is acts on this theta. Right, this is not the multiplication. Yes, good. Okay, so yeah. You guys just quickly note this down and then we'll talk about other uses of this topic. Okay. So any doubt in this problem?
No, sir.
Yeah. So please keep in mind. Yes, Afaf?
Nothing, sir. I just said no doubt.
Oh. Yeah, so please keep in mind that whenever in some question they ask you to calculate the angles, so just try to remember this dot product. This will help you to find the angle. Yeah, whenever you guys have finished noting this part, please tell me that.
Sir, I'm
Yes,
done.
sir.
Okay, yeah.
Sir, I'm done.
Done. Okay. Far also done. What about you, Akil? Done.
Yes, sir. Finished.
Okay, so please note this special case that if you have A dot B equals to 0, so what does it signify? Right. So A dot B 0 means that A B cos theta is 0. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So A cannot be 0, B cannot be 0, so your cos theta is 0. Right. So theta is what?
Cos
0.
in 0.
So Akib said 0, Rishita also said 0.
It's 90.
So, yes, 90. So Afaf said 90. So do you guys want to change your answer?
Sir, I said cos inverse 0. I meant 90.
Oh, so Rishita said 90. Sorry about that. Yes, so Rishita said 90, Afaf said 90. Akib, want to change your
Yes, sir.
answer to majority, right? So 90 it is, right? So theta would be 90, which means that A and B are, vector A and B are perpendicular, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever, please note that whenever in a question they ask to show the vectors perpendicular. So what you do is that find A dot B to be 0. Right. So this is yeah. Okay, guys. So let's say they
Yes,
give
sir.
you, yeah, they let's say they give you two vectors A and B, and they tell you that they are perpendicular. So this would be the case. AB cos theta would be 0, so which means that A dot B will be 0. Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let us understand. So did you guys note down this part?
Sir,
Yes,
not
sir.
in the.
Shika, did you say no?
So the last sentence.
Or you want to ask something?
Sir, I said the last sentence.
Oh, last sentence. Last sentence. Yeah, noted.
Yes, sir, noting it down.
Sir, I'm done.
Yeah, don't note down this part, guys. Right. Yeah, Afaf, done.
Yes, sir, I'm done.
Okay, so again, let me ask you guys few questions and see you guys if you guys remember now. So let's say this is my vector A, right? So what is the direction of this vector? What represents the direction of this vector?
I cap x-axis.
No, I am not talking about x and y axis for now. Let's say I have drawn it like this.
Positive.
This, yeah. So this is A. So what would be the direction of this event?
Positive.
What represents let me again okay, so let me change my question like this. So what represents the direction of this V vector? And if I write the answer, you guys will say that, oh, we knew already, right? So let me say like this. Okay. So let's say this is your V vector. So what represents the direction of this V vector?
Negative.
No negative, no positive. So this would,
Magnitude.
yeah. So magnitude is I'm asking about this direction. So the direction would be right, right, guys.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
for this, this would also be E. So this represents the direction, right? For this, E hat. But if this is in the x-axis, then this A hat becomes I hat. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so now let us understand about this projection of vectors. So we understood about this, that if we have this A vector, right? So we can write the x component in I hat direction. So that would be how much? What would be A x component of this A vector? This is theta. Yes.
Sorry, sir.
A.
Yes, Rishita, A. So
Cos theta.
A cos theta. Okay, Akhil, what were you saying?
I didn't understood what you said.
Yeah, so the component of A in the x direction.
Oh,
So A
okay.
cos theta it is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I can write, so this is the projection of A on the x-axis, right? This is the projection of A on the x-axis, and this is the component of A on x-axis, right? So I can write A cos theta as A dot I. This would give me how much? A dot I would give me how much?
0?
Huh? A vector dot I itself. So does the angle between A and I is 90?
No, sir.
No, so how are you getting 0 of it? Yes. So, and let me ask you this question, guys. So this will solve your doubt. So A, B, cos theta. Now, can you guys tell A dot I hat? How much that is? Yes. So A dot I. A magnitude
I.
I.
Theta.
Yeah, so this would be A magnitude I magnitude cos theta. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So magnitude of I is 1, so A cos theta. Understood?
Sir,
Yes.
then where this B went?
Yeah, I am calculating A dot I. A dot I. Okay. So my B is this I have. Understood,
Oh,
Akhil?
yes, sir.
So you can see that this A cos theta is the component of A on x-axis. Right? Component of A on x-axis is A cos theta. So we can write in the dot form that the component of A on x-axis would be component of A on x-axis would be A dot I. Is this part clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So similarly, if I want to calculate, so this was in the rectangular form, right? This was in the rectangular coordinates, Cartesian coordinate. But what I want to calculate now is that I have two vectors. This is vector B. Okay. This is vector A. So this direction is A hat. And what is this direction?
I cap.
So
B
B cap. B cap. So Rishita answer is B cap. Okay. What is your answer? Yes, Akhil.
Okay. Sir, I thought that you by mistakenly made it little bit slant instead of full
No.
straight.
Oh, okay, no, this is the actual, yeah, this is the actual line, not the x-axis. We are not, so yeah, Afaf, is that correct? We have. Oh, so who left? Afaf left. Okay, so now if I ask you that, what would be component of A on vector B? Right. So how much that is? Just see from here.
So should
Take
we
the
multiply?
yeah. So that would be just take the analogy from here. So component of A on x-axis was A dot whatever the direction of x-axis was. So if I want to calculate the component of A on B vector, so that would be A dot and whatever is the direction of this B vector. So how much that would be?
B.
B
B what? Cap or arrow
cap.
or cap, right? So B cap. Any doubt in this, guys? Any doubt in this part?
No, sir.
So the did above one. So component of A on vector B. This would simply be A dot B hat. But this is a number. This is a scalar, right? And I want to calculate the vector in this direction. So what would be the direction of this vector? Yeah, what would be the direction of this?
Direction.
Yeah, what would be the direction? So this component is this.
A cap and B cap.
Yeah, so what would, this is on this B vector. So what is the direction of this B vector?
B cap.
B cap. So is this part clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So component of A on B would be A dot B and B hat. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, is this part clear? So this is also called projection of A projection of A on B. This would be A dot B hat and B. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and similarly, what would be projection of so Rishita will tell me projection of B on A. How much it would be?
So vector B dot A cap times A cap.
Yes, absolutely right. Very, very good. So yes, this would be this. Understood. Yeah, Afaf, you got disconnected somehow. So
Yes, sir.
so
Actually, internet issues there.
yeah, no worries. So did you? So at what point did you get disconnected? Did you understand this part?
Till A cos theta, I was there, and then after that it went.
Oh, oh, you got disconnected. Yeah. So this is A cos theta, right? And I can write this A cos theta as I can write A cos theta as A dot vector A dot I. Right. So if I want to calculate A dot I, this would be A B cos theta. So your A is this A vector and B is this I hat. Right. So this would be A B cos theta. So magnitude of A is A, magnitude of I is 1 cos theta. So this would give me A cos theta. Understood?
Yes, sir. Now I understood.
Yeah, so A dot I was A cos theta and A cos theta was component of A on x-axis. Understood? Component of A on x-axis was A cos theta. Right? Yes,
Yes,
yeah. So similarly, if I want to calculate the component of A on this B vector, right? So what is the direction of this B vector? The direction of B vector is, yes, Afaf, what would be the direction of this B vector?
positive.
Okay, so were you there in this part? Oh, you were there, right? Yeah, so if I have this A vector, so what represents the direction of this A vector? A hat, right? This represents the direction of this A vector, right? Yes, Afaf. So I have this vector A. So this part represents the magnitude and this part represents this direction. So this is the A hat part and this is the A part, right? So then it gives me this A vector. So A vector, the direction is represented by this A hat. Right, Afaf? Is this clear now? So are you there, Afaf?
She left, sir.
Oh, so you guys are not telling me that she left and I was talking to some sleep. Yeah. Okay, so let us go ahead then, right? And in the meanwhile, she will join. So you guys understood, right? This part. So
Yes, sir.
let me give you a question. So you have a vector. A is gi plus 4j minus 2j. And B vector is 2I plus 3j plus 4k. Okay, so you guys tell me projection of A on B. How much that will be? Just look at this part. Oh, so did you guys note down this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then please do this part. Yeah. So Afaf is facing some connection issues. So who's got the answer?
Doing, sir.
So we have to apply A dot hat and then B hat. I should write the simpler problem. So let me simplify this problem, guys. So okay,
Sir, you have to
this is
change
simpler,
value.
right? Yeah, so this is simpler, right? So
Okay, sir.
and let me write it as yeah. So because IGK would be
Sir, what problem on calculation?
problem in calculation. Rishita, problem in calculation.
Yes, sir. I don't know.
Okay, so first we need to find this B hat, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how can we calculate this B hat?
First,
So
you have to
2
get magnitude.
3j by root 13.
Yeah, B vector by B magnitude. So as Rishita said, 2i 3j by root 4 plus 930. That this is B hat. Okay, guys. And then we need to calculate this A dot B hat. So A dot B hat would be how much? 3i and dot 2i by root 13. I'm doing it directly, and this is 4j and dot 3j by root 30. Right, guys? So this would be
Yes, sir.
6 by root 13, and this is 12 by root 30. So this would give us how much? 18 by root 30. Right.
Yes, sir.
So now we can calculate this A dot B and B hat. So this would be 18. This would be 18 root, okay, 13, and this is how much? 2i plus 3j by root 30. Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this would be simply 36 by 39, and yeah, so how much is G by 30? So this is the answer. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Afaf.
She is not here, sir.
Okay.
Now she's here.
Yeah, you guys please note it down and then explain it to Afaf. So Afaf, maybe you are not connected to some microphone or right. So please,
Sir,
yeah,
she can't hear you.
yeah. No, she can. Yes, Afaf.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, connection issues.
Actually, sir, I have an internet issue. That's why.
Okay, no guys. Yeah, so did you guys note it down, Rishita and Akhil? I will explain it
Yes,
Because
to
of
sir.
internet issue, I can't see
Afaf.
any notes properly.
Okay, yeah. So Akib and Rishita, did you guys note it down?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Afaf, did you understand that how can we write the component of A on x-axis? So this would be A dot I. This part, did you understand this part? Yes, Afaf. Not again, Afaf. Yeah, you are here. Yeah, so okay. What is happening with Afaf?
Sir disconnected.
Yeah, she got disconnected and then she again joined. So okay, then again she got disconnected. Okay, so this was all about this. This was all about this dot product. The next topic is and the final topic is this cross product. Okay, so when we multiply or the vector product, right? So when we multiply two vectors, right, and we get a vector. So this is called the cross product. And how it is defined? So let's say you have A vector and B vector, and the angle between A and B is theta. So A cross B is AB sine theta. And the theta is the angle between them. So can you tell me, is this part a vector part or a scalar part?
This is vector.
This is vectors. So Akib answer is vector, Rishita answer is scalar. So yes, Akib, scalar or vector?
Yes, vector, sir.
Vector and Rishita is scalar. So Akib, you tell me what is representing the direction. So vector should have a direction, right? Akib.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so what is representing the direction here?
The direction.
Yes, because it should have a direction, right? If you are saying that this is a vector, so it should have a direction.
Sir, it's
It says scalar,
vector
right?
A and vector B.
Oh, no. So A is magnitude, B is magnitude, sine theta is a ratio. So all these three are some numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
So this part only tells about the magnitude, right? So this is only the scalar part. Understood, Akhil?
Yes, sir.
And the direction part is represented by this n. Okay. So, and yeah. And how do we calculate this direction? Right. Let's say I have this A vector and I have this B vector, and I am taking the cross product like this. Okay, this is A vector. So the direction of A cross B is calculated using the Maxwell's right hand thumb. Right. So Maxwell right, do you guys remember this Maxwell's right hand thumb rule?
No, sir.
No. So the Maxwell right hand thumb rule use the palm and this what's called thumb, right?
Okay,
So
remember, sir.
oh, so now you remember. So if I place my palm in the direction of A, okay.
Yes, sir.
And then I fold my other fingers, 4 fingers in the direction of B. So this thumb is pointing out at some direction, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is coming out of this plane, coming out of this whatever this screen is, right? So this is coming out of this screen. So that thumb will represent the direction of this cross product. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I have already talked about this. So what represents the outward direction and what represents the inward direction? Did I talk about this? No, I didn't. So let me
No,
talk
sir.
about. So we have this kind of arrow, right? This is an arrow. This is the tail part, and this is the head. So if the arrow comes at you, right? So if the arrow comes at you, so what you will see? You will see it like this, or you will see it like this, right? So if the arrow is coming at you, which portion will be able to see? This part or this part? How will it appear?
Dot.
Dot.
The dot.
Yes, absolutely correct. So this is outward, right? Coming at you, outward, right? This is outward and this is inward. Going away from you, right? The arrow is going away from you, so then you will see this part, right?
Yes, sir.
So this represents the outward direction, this represents the inward direction. So for this case, A cross B would be the outward direction. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so now let me ask you some questions. So you guys please note down this part and then I will ask you some questions. Okay, so you guys, yeah, so I will repeat it, guys, because Afaf is not here. So I'm already saying sorry that I have to repeat this again. Okay, guys, so please, you guys, please bear with me for some time when I'll be repeating this to Afaf. Okay,
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
finished. Rishita, finished?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so now let us again, as in the dot product, we calculated I dot I, right? So let us calculate what would be. Let me draw the diagram here. And now you guys can imagine this diagram, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, so let us calculate what would be I cross I. So I cross I would be I and I sine theta,
So it's
right?
0.
And yeah, so sine I and I makes theta angle equals to theta as Rishita said,
1.
0 degrees, sir.
0 degrees. So this would be 0, right? Akib?
Sir, how come 0?
Okay, yeah. So you tell me what is the angle between I and I.
0.
So sine 0 is how much?
Sine 0 is
Yeah.
0.
This is 1, this is 1, this is, as you said, 0. So 0 multiplied with anything would give you,
0.
right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is 0. And let us calculate what would be I cross J. So I, J, sine of what angle? I and J. So
90.
90. Right, and n hat we need to calculate. So this is I magnitude is 1, J magnitude is 1, sine 90 is, how much sine 90 is? 9, okay, 1. So this is 1, and n cap we need to calculate. So if I place in the direction of I, and then I curl it to J direction, so what direction I would get?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, so if I place my palm in the I direction and I curl my fingers, all the 4 fingers in the direction of J, So what is the direction that I would get? Yes. Yeah. So if you guys
0.
remember direction. So
No idea,
again,
sir.
again, let me bring this to you guys. So yeah, this one, right? So are you guys able to see this 3 pairs?
Yes, sir.
So this is my I, this is my J, right? So if I go from, I place my palm in the direction of I and curl it to J. So what is the
K.
direction? Yeah. Understood, guys?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So this would be K. So this would be K. So I cross J would be how much? This would be K cap. In the dot product, we were getting this I dot I only survived, right? But for the cross product, we will get I cross J equals to K. And similarly, if I calculate J cross I, so how much I will get? You know that the magnitude would be 1. But what would be here? What would be the direction?
I
So,
into J.
Minus
J
1.
into J into I. J into
K
I.
cap.
Yeah. So Rishita answer is K cap. And what is your answer?
Sir, minus K cap.
Minus K cap. Nice. Very good. Yes, absolutely right. So minus K cap. Good, Rishita. Yeah. Okay. Understood.
Sir, how K cap?
Yeah.
Minus
Because
K cap.
yeah, because if I was going I to J, I was coming outward, right?
Yes, sir.
Outward was K, right? So
Yes, sir.
if I go J to I am going
Downward.
downward.
Inward.
So in the opposite of K hat, right? So that would be
Oh,
understood.
minus K cap. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. So similarly, if I calculate J cross K, so if I calculate J cross K, so you guys will see that it would give me I. Okay, understood, guys. Oh,
Yes,
it's
sir.
already 10:32.
Yes.
So yeah, so let me just talk about this and then you guys can. So this is I, J. So we use this cyclic property. If I calculate I cross J, so this would give me K. If I calculate J cross K, so this would give me I. Right. And if I go in the opposite direction, so this would give me minus. Right. So just remember this cyclic property. Okay. So if I go in
Yes,
the
sir.
opposite direction, so that would give me minus. So you guys, so I will repeat in the next class also. So yeah. So because I will have to repeat this for a class, so no need to note it down. Right, guys? Or
Yes, sir.
do you guys want to note down this part?
Already done, sir.